Welcome to BackyardFilmSchool.com, where there's a little bit of Hollywood in your own backyard. I'm your host, Oliver Wiehe. On today's episode, taking better still pictures for video, we're going to talk about 4 distinct tips on how to take better still pictures so that we can take a lot of pictures, bring them into our computer, and then create a nice video where we string them together. I want to thank a man I worked with for years, Mark Gollop, who gave me tip number 1, and I have used this tip more than any other when taking still pictures.
Get 2 steps closer.
Here we got your typical picture where the subject is way too far away. I am dancing under this tree, having a great time, but it's hard to tell because you can barely see my expressions, and in the frame we got just about everything else. We got a tree up here, we got lots of grass down here. This is how a lot of people take their pictures. You got to get closer. So we're going to take 1, 2 giant steps closer, and there we go. A little bit better now. We're closer. We can see more of my face. We can see more of who the subject is, and that is exactly what you want to do. So when you take all your pictures, get 2 steps closer.
Avoid bullseyes.
Okay, we've made our picture better by getting 2 steps closer. Unfortunately, we now have taken our subject and bullseyed him right in the middle. Whatever you do when you take your pictures, don't stick their heads right in the middle. I mean, here's another great example. Decent picture, kind of a pose. Hey, look at my shirt, it's for sale. And where's my head? Right in the middle. Don't put the head in the middle. No bullseyes. 1 more. Oh, we're having fun. Big blue sky and my big cranium. Where is it? It's in the middle. You want to avoid the bullseye. Whatever you do, no bullseyes in the middle of your pictures.
Top of the head, top of the frame. Top of the head, top of the frame. Top of the head, top of the frame.
So now we've gotten 2 steps closer, and to make our photo even better, we are going to frame it up by putting our head at the top of the frame. There we go. Where's my head? My head's at the top of the frame. Let's go look at another example. Oh, look at this handsome guy by a tree. And where did we frame up our head? We framed our head up at the top of the frame. That's right. Top of the head, top of the frame. Oh my gosh, are we having fun now? There we go. Notice my head is pretty close to the top of the frame. Now we're beginning to fill the frame up, right? We've got a little bit of our neighbor in the background. And whoa, look at that. My head is at the top of the frame once again. You can pretty much draw a line up there. That's a good job of how to frame it up. We got 2 steps closer. We avoided the bullseye, and we put the top of my head at the top of the frame. Top of my head, top of the frame. Top of my head, top of the frame. Top of my head, top of the frame.
Okay, with the groundwork laid for getting closer, not bullseyeing, and putting the top of the head at the top of the frame, we got 2 more simple tips for how you can take better still pictures for your video.
Right after this brief message. Today's episode is sponsored by episode number 1, Chasing Davy, where we show you the pre-production, the production, and bring you into the editing suite of how to make your own at-home chase scene. Episode 2, 6 ways for better vacation video. If you want to make your vacation videos come alive and pop off that screen so you can sit down your family members and watch them right away, then episode 2, 6 ways to better vacation video is yours. This is Backyard Film School, where there's a little bit of Hollywood in your own backyard.
What? You don't like my shirt? Oh, we're back on? Welcome back to Backyard Film School, where there's a little bit of Hollywood in your own backyard. We've already talked about when taking still pictures, it's best to get 2 steps closer and to avoid the bullseye. But what's another way to take a better picture? Well, here's the tip.
Use your flash. Flash, flash. As soon as you turn your camera on, the first thing you want to do is turn on the flash as well. Take it off automatic. Why? Because you're going to get a picture like this where all of a sudden your subject is kind of blending into the background. I look the same as a tree. There's really no 3 dimensions here in a 2-dimensional picture. So how do you get that? Look at this picture right here. You put the flash on. All of a sudden now I am separated from the tree behind me. You can see more of my expression, more details. Wow, look at me. How did this all happen? I used a flash. You go to the beach, use your flash. Sunny day, use your flash. You're indoors, use your flash. You'll take better pictures. Finally, take a lot of pictures. You can never take too many pictures. For what we did for this episode, we took over 70 or more pictures, and I had a lot of fun. We had to take good ones, we had to take bad ones, but when my Olympus stylus at 6 megabytes can hold up to 329 pictures, you got to take a lot of pictures. And then have fun taking your pictures. Enjoy it. Can you break the rules? Of course you can. Are these some guidelines to get you started? Of course they are. Have fun. Take a lot of pictures.
So there you have it. A few simple tips about how to take better still pictures for your video. 1. Get 2 steps closer. It really is the first step in getting better pictures. 2. Avoid the bullseye. You don't need to put the head right in the middle. Put the top of the head at the top of the frame. Top of the head, top of the frame. Top of the head, top of the frame. Next, use your flash. As soon as you turn your camera on, turn on the fill flash, use it all the time. That really does help separate your subject from the background. And finally, take lots of pictures. The more pictures you take, the more good ones you're gonna have. Now, here's your assignment. For our next episode, I want you to go out and take a lot of still pictures of a person, of an event, of a subject, of anything. We're gonna take those pictures, bring them into the computer, and then we're going to create a simple musical video with them. I've been making these videos for my family for years, and they love them. We sit down and watch them all the time. Thanks again for watching. It has been a pleasure bringing this episode to you. If you get a chance, go visit Mark Golub on the web. He's got some great pictures of Cleveland, and he was a big help in helping me take better pictures. This has been Backyard Film School with your host, Oliver Wiehe. Remember, there's a little bit of Hollywood in your own backyard.